What's up, Marina? This is Abhilash.com. Welcome back to Sailor's Guide. Well, again, we are going to start our journey of the rules. Well, I took a long pause in between. I'm sorry for that. But now we will restart this journey and we will start with rule number 32. And this is the D part of the rules. This is the D part of the ROR, that is sound and light signals. So now we will understand what are the sound signals for the different vessel in different situations. So in this single video, we will cover two rules, rule number 32 and rule number 33. So rule number 32 is about the definitions. It is about the definitions of regarding the sound signals. Alright, so we will start with the A part first. So A part says, the word whistle means any sound signal appliances capable to producing prescribed blast and which complies with the specification of Annex III to these rules. Alright guys, it's very clear here that they are saying a whistle means any sound appliances which can produce blast which are prescribed. So blasts are morely two types, that is short blast and prolonged blast. So if it can produce short blast and prolonged blast, it will be considered as whistle, and also it should comply with the Annex III of this ROR. So Annex III, there are specifications how this whistle should be, like what is the minimum distance it should be hearable. So the minimum distance is about 2 nautical miles, which I remember. So the 2 nautical mile, it should be audible to another vessel. Otherwise there is no use of having a sound signal which cannot even make a sound for the another vessel, because here at sea we have large distances. So 2 nautical miles is the minimum criteria that it should be covered. Well, this sound signal these days go beyond also. You can hear it from far longer than the 2 nautical miles, but at least 2 nautical miles should be covered in this whistle. And there are so many other specifications also, but you can check out the Annex III for that one. So moving on to the next part, the B part says, the term short blast means a blast of 1 second's duration. Well, here clearly they're saying a blast of 1 second is known as short blast. Well, in another part I will cover also, it is about the prolonged blast. So the prolonged blast means the duration of the blast is about 4 to 6 seconds. So when you're giving a prolonged blast, when you're on the bridge and you are a navigating officer, and if somebody's asked you to give a prolonged blast, so you need to press this whistle button for like 4 to 6 seconds so that it can blow up to 4 to 6 seconds. That will be considered as a prolonged blast. For short blast, it is only 1 second. Okay, this is also a very popular this question in the orals also, that what is the duration of the short blast and what is the duration of the prolonged blast. So you should remember this thing all the time. And this is also a question which is usually asked to the cadets also, which are new on board. So you should remember this thing if you are a new cadet. Alright guys, so that sums up the rule number 32, and we will move on to the rule number 33, that is equipments for sound signal. Okay, so now we will cover up this rule, which is very simple. Let's move on to it. Alright guys, so this rule has the two parts. This is A and B part. So I will summarize these parts for you. So in A part, they are saying that if you are a vessel which is from 12 meters or more, you should have a whistle on board to make a sound signals. Okay, and if you are more than 20 meters in length, so from 12 meters to 20 meters, you should have a whistle. So from 20 meters to 100 meters, you should have a whistle and a bell. Okay, if you are more than 100 meters, you should have a whistle, bell and a gong, and provided this gong sound should be different from the bell. It should not be similar to the bell. Okay, it should be very clear that when you are sounding a gong, it should be very clear that it is a gong sound and it is not a bell sound. So it should be different. Okay, so a vessel which is more than 100 meters, which usually the case will be for you guys, you will be more than 100 meters in length mostly. So you will have three things, that is, one is whistle, one is bell, and the third one is the gong. Okay, and also these three of them should be as per the Annex III. There are some specifications which are mentioned in Annex III of the ROR. So the bell, whistle and the gong should be according to the Annex III. Alright, so now the A part summarizes here. Now we will move on to the B part. In B part, they are talking about the vessel which are less than 12 meters. So we have covered vessels which are more than 12 meters, more than 20 meters, more than 100 meters. So the vessel which are less than 12 meters, they are not obliged to take a sound signal which are prescribed in A part of this rule. Okay, so which are prescribed in A part, the bell, the whistle and the gong, they are not obliged to do that. Okay, but they have to carry some kind of a sound signaling equipment which can produce some sound, for the maneuvering sounds and this and that. It is not important that they should have a whistle or a gong or a bell, but they should have a similar kind of a thing. but in most of the cases, mostly they will have some kind of a whistle, or they will have some kind of a bell, to ring a sound signal. But they are not obliged to take any of these three which are mentioned in part A. Okay, so they can take any of the sound signal equipment which can create an effective sound signal. Alright guys, so that sums up rule number 32 and 33. So in this rule we have learned about the definitions, and we have learned about the equipments which a vessel must have, okay, as per their length. I hope you find this video helpful. If you find this whole series of ROR helpful, you can please press the like button and subscribe all of these videos to your friends so that they can learn about the ROR, and it would be easier for you to understand these things. Alright guys, so I will see you in the next video. This is Abhilash Thakur signing off.